Hello everyone, it's now time for chapter 5 of Soichiro's route on Pub Encounter, so let's get started. I'm already worried about the content of this chapter considering what happened in the last one, so yeah, please hold me throughout. Chapter 5. Things aren't always what they seem. The next day I was heading for the bar a little earlier than usual, as Soichiro had asked. Just as I was passing the park, I caught sight of all of the Ordeer regulars talking in a group. "Hey Shiori!" Spotting me, Hideaki called out my name. "Hi everybody! What are you all doing today?" "What? That's not why you came, knowing what was going on?" "Knowing that what was going on? You haven't heard anything from Soichiro about today?" "Apparently not. When I came yesterday he was closed." "But he told you something, didn't he? A little more dressed up than usual." "Oh, yeah, After being asked to stop by yesterday, I put more effort than usual into getting dressed." I felt a little uncomfortable at how easily my efforts had been seen through. "Haha, you don't have to hide it. You can't go wrong with dressing up on a day like this. The fuck is going on?" "A day like this? Was today that special?" I looked with bewilderment at all the others. They nodded in agreement. "You look confused. I honestly have no idea what this is all about. You and me both, Shiori. You really came here not knowing? Really? Soichiro only said that I should come a little earlier than usual today." "A little early, huh?" "Well, that way she could be sure not to miss the show." "What are you guys talking about?" No one made any move to answer my question. They only smiled. This is getting creepy. Than it normally is. "Well, maybe we should get going. It's almost time." "For what? The blood sacrifice?" "Yeah. And we've got to get there early to secure Shiori's special seat." "Is he gonna do a striptease? Because I'd be down for that." Please, what is this all about?" "That's the surprise." "Exactly. Just be excited, this'll be a fun night." And yet he's hiding his eyes or clutching his temple in preparation for the horrors that lie ahead. As suggested, I then followed along with everyone to Ordeer. Ordeer was busier than I'd ever seen it. The usually quiet bar was brimming with customers all happily chatting with drinks in hand. "Hey guys, you're late." We ran into Shiori on the way. It's almost sinful coming here looking so cute without knowing a thing. What do you mean sinful?" "I mean exactly what I said." Mamoru grinned, his smile full of meaning that I didn't understand. "Ho ho ho. I see. You haven't been told anything, How many times have the characters pointed out that I haven't been told anything? I realise that I haven't been told anything. Alright? Soichiro's still got his touch." All of a sudden, the lights went out. If there's more singing, I'm not going to do it, just for the record. "Huh?" In the middle of all the chatter, the entire bar had been plunged into darkness. "I think it's starting." A faint light came on and illuminated the back of the bar. Standing there were several older men holding instruments at the ready. After a quiet counter from the drum, the musicians slowly began to play. "This is a new track." No, it's not. It's just the same one, but with a little intro. Alright. "Oh my god!" Soichiro plays the string bass in a jazz band. "Huh? He does?" I carefully scanned the faces of all the band members. "Oh. Did you spot him?" Standing in a spot just barely hit by the spotlight was Soichiro. He was lightly plucking the strings to the rhythm, the happiest smile I'd ever seen on his face. Starting from the drums, the bass, and then the piano, next mixing in the trumpet and the sax, the pleasant jazz music filled the bar. Wow, this is amazing. It sounds just like the music that normally plays when I'm here, only there's actually people. Right? Pretty cool, huh? I've never heard music that really resonates with me this much. Heh, that's a good way to put it. Resonates with you. Yeah, that's exactly it. I was enjoying a live concert while sitting in my favourite seat with a delicious drink. It was the most luxurious evening I'd ever spent in my life. You poor girl. Losing myself in the music, I stared enraptured at the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for coming to Ordeal this evening. It is our greatest honour to be able to perform for you all once again. With that, we'll continue with our next piece, but with a slight twist. We'll be performing a medley comprising songs that have special meaning to each of us. We'll be starting off with my choice of song, When I Fall in Love. When I Fall in Love? As he spoke the title, Soichiro looked right at me. The music began, and the mellow ballad flowed throughout the bar. Not for an instant did Soichiro's eyes leave mine. Then, while plucking the bass, his low, rich voice started to sing. Not singing it, but I'll do the Shatner thing again. I think that worked last time. When I fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. I don't know what went on there. I'm sorry. The words he sung deeply into my heart. I listened, enraptured. When I fall in love. My heart quaked in the way he sung, just as if he were speaking right to me. My heartbeat steadily sped up. I couldn't look away. Soichiro. Never once looking away from me, a quick smile came to Soichiro's lips. Again he started to sing in his sweet voice, I'm sorry. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too, is when I fall in love with you. Everyone was clearly captivated by Soichiro's voice, unable to make a single sound. The meaning of the lyrics whirled around and around in my mind. After everything he'd said to me, the words he was singing. The words he were singing to me, now said otherwise. What the fuck is this grammar? Everything about his gaze and his tone professed that he wasn't just idly singing a random song. I mean, they did introduce the concept of this concert a few minutes ago. But okay. When I fall in love... Wait, I'm not doing the voice. When I feel that you feel that way too, I fall in love with you. Who are you singing to, Soichiro? I mean, he's looking at you. Looked at you at the beginning, is looking at you during. The game is about us banging him. I think it's about us. I'm not sure, but it might be. What I'm feeling right now, I'm not mistaken about this, am I? I started to believe that Soichiro truly did feel the same way about me as I did about him. Okay. That was absolutely incredible! Unable to hold back my excitement, I gushed at Soichiro, eyes sparkling. That was a wink, not a sparkle. But that's what you're getting. I'm so happy you enjoyed it. I really felt like, for the first time, I knew what it meant to be moved by music. Thank you so much. It makes me very glad to hear that. I'm really 100% serious, you know. Honestly, Soichiro! Keiichiro. Oh, he's got a little sweat drop. Huh? I reacted with a jolt at the sound of the name Soichiro spoke. That name, it was... Your brother? I followed Soichiro's gaze to where he was staring at the man with the hat pulled over his eyes. The Ordeal regular I'd never yet met. But you actually had. You guys were great today. Seriously, you're a genius at every single thing you do. I'm so jealous. You can do anything you put your mind to as well, I'm sure. 2? With a double O? Not me. I'll always be the same old loser, unlike my big brother. Whoa, way to put yourself down. Excuse me. I timidly spoke up. The man had just called Soichiro brother. That meant... Didn't we already fucking establish this? She really does drink too much. Oh, it's the woman from the other day. Good evening. You're looking beautiful tonight. Huh? Thank you. He spoke with an unexpectedly soft voice. He sounded so much like Soichiro. Are you by any chance Toyoizumi Keiichiro? You know my name? Haha, that's great. I can't believe such a cute girl would remember me. Introduce me, Soichiro. Soichiro had a bitter look on his face. I wondered why he was so annoyed. I think he's worried that his brother's gonna steal me or some shit. Just the other day, he'd seemed so happy when he was talking to me about his brother. Fine. This is my brother, Keiichiro. Pleased to make your acquaintance, miss. The face revealed from underneath his hat was remarkably similar to Soichiro's. This was the man who created that prize-winning flower arrangement and was Soichiro's brother. Nice to meet you. I'm Shiori Itsuki. Keiichiro. I know. Don't look at me like that. Well, now that I've met Shiori, I'll be off. But before I do... I'm totally not okay with what you said earlier. I'll be back later. Nice to meet you, Shiori. With that, Keiichiro left the bar. Soichiro watched him go with a grim expression. Thank you for coming tonight. You don't need to thank me again. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Soichiro and I were walking together on the way home. It felt a little dizzying being together. I'm really glad you invited me to come. It was the first time music had ever given me goosebumps like that. Which one moved you more, my music or Keiichiro's flowers? Oh, come on! Don't be jealous. Huh? I stopped walking at the sudden question. Why would he bring up Keiichiro just now? Sorry, please forget I asked. Is something wrong? No, I've just got a lot on my mind. Like, about me? I got a little carried away and asked, a feat accomplished with the help of some alcohol. Sure. There was no way I'd ever ask something like that sober. Oh, I had no idea it was so obvious. Soichiro, how did you like my song tonight? While you were singing, you were looking at me the entire time. Yes, I was singing just for you. My heart leapt at his words. So it hadn't just been all in my imagination after all. I'm going to ignore that. The lyrics were so beautiful. I feel like I almost got the wrong impression. The wrong impression? I am also confused, Soichiro. You know, after what happened the other day, and then... My cheeks got redder and redder. Why did I have to get embarrassed so easily? Shiori. Exclamation mark. Soichiro closed the distance between us and softly wrapped my hand in his. Tonight, while I was watching you up on the stage, surrounded by all the guys, I felt something I'd never felt before. What kind of feeling? Soichiro looked at me with eyes hiding the faintest flicker of desire. His hand around mine squeezed tighter. I could only think, why was I not the one who was standing at your side? Why were you smiling at anyone else but me? That was how I started to feel. Uh-oh. Soichiro, do you mean? Why on earth would I be thinking such things? I'm a failure as the owner of a bar. Soichiro, please stop avoiding my question. Sad music time. Why did you feel that way? Please just tell me this. It's okay if I fall in love with you, isn't it? Oh. Soichiro gave a vague smile, clearly indicating that he would never answer that question. What the fuck? That was just how our relationship was for the time being. It felt stifling. Dude. Shiori. His warm hand stroked my hair and I leaned into his touch. I didn't think I would ever be capable of experiencing a love that lasted forever. I regret what happened that day when you embraced me looking so beautiful. I don't want to hear that. I don't regret anything. Don't say anything more. Soichiro? Soichiro's arms wrapped around me in a gentle embrace. His unique scent filled my nose. There's still a lot of feelings inside me that I can't yet say aloud. Because of that, I'll probably cause you a lot of pain and hurt. But please, just allow me a little more time. More time? Time for what? Time to prepare myself. Prepare? I had no idea what he was about to say. Anxiety welled up unceasingly inside of me. I looked up at Soichiro, inches away from his face. Prepare myself to love you. He placed his hands on my cheeks. My field of vision was filled by nothing but Soichiro's face. So please don't ask me to say anything more just yet. There's something I have to do first. I'll try to express my feelings for you in other ways, so I hope you can accept that for now. Okay. I watched as Soichiro's lips moved closer, as if in slow motion. Feeling the warmth of his hands on my face, I closed my eyes. I could feel Soichiro's emotions expressed through his kiss, sending a shiver down my back. Thank you, Shiori, for understanding. Oh. Okay. that's that. I haven't shopped this much in a long time. It looks like you bought a lot of things today. Oh, Soichiro! Hi, Shiori. On your way home? Don't surprise me like that. I nearly dropped everything. Sorry, I just saw you and wanted to say hi. Soichiro then took my bags from me with a smile. Oh, you really did a lot of shopping. This is heavy even for me. Everything was just so cheap. No, I won't go for the like you burn. I'll just carry on. Hehe, there's no helping it. I do the same thing myself fairly often. You too? Yes, it makes me wonder if I'm not destined for poverty sometimes. Haha, I guess you're just like me then. I guess so. We exchanged a smile as we walked side by side. Lately, Soichiro often stood close to me like this. It made me kind of happy to think that he was comfortable having me at his side. Well, Shiori, do you have a little free time? Sure, I was only going to go home for the day anyway. Then how about we go for a coffee at our usual cafe? I want to ask your advice on something. Advice from me? Yes. Would you mind helping me? Of course, I'd be happy to do whatever I can. That's the spirit. We simultaneously reached for each other's hands. Soichiro's was warm again today. I mean, he's alive, so I would hope it was some degree of warm. Hee hee! What is it? Nothing, I was just thinking about how happy I am. What made you think of that? For us girls, just being with someone we like makes us plenty happy. Even if you're not sure if that person shares your feelings. Don't be mean! If you're happy, then I'm happy too. Meaning, nothing much. It's just like I said. Shit got serious between coming here and going to the coffee place, judging from his face. So what did you want me to ask me about? It's not all that important, but as we sipped our coffee, Soichiro calmly began to speak. I've been thinking of expanding my menu a little. Your menu? You mean of drinks? I feel like you've almost got more than enough choices already. No, not drinks, I was thinking more food. Some side dishes and such. Side dishes? When I thought about it, the current food menu did seem a little lacking. Burn! But seeing as Ordeer was a bar focusing on drinks, I hadn't thought much of it. It's not as if I had any special requests, but I do get a lot of single customers, so I thought I'd offer some home cooking. Home cooking? Do you have any ideas? What about traditional Japanese pickled vegetables? Why not? Pickled vegetables? They're a fermented food, so they go well with other things like cheese. It takes some time and effort, but what about pickling them in nukadoko? I'm supposed to be able to read Japanese. Nukadoko. Or if that's too much work, you could do it with miso or soy sauce. Oh, or malted rice could be good too. Oh my, hee hee. Soichiro chuckled as I got carried away, brimming with ideas. I suddenly felt embarrassed and fell silent. Hey, what's the matter? Please tell me what. But you laughed at me. I was just surprised. You approached home cooking from an unexpected angle. I guess it is a little weird, someone going on about these old dishes. It's what he asked for. I can't speak for anyone else, but I think it's a wonderful idea. I think that those traditional foods are part of culture that we need to treasure. Really? Besides, I think they would suit the tastes of the older clientele. What a good idea. Traditional pickled vegetables. Did that help? Yes, it was wonderful advice. Soichiro then beamed at me with a satisfied smile. Well then, this is where I leave you. Have a good night. We were at the point our paths home split. After a quick goodbye, Soichiro turned his back. Since I had groceries with me, I too had to get home, rather than go out to the bar. Soichiro? What is it? Do you need any help with creating new menu items? I actually know quite a bit about pickling. And, it was my idea, so... I don't know why I'm laughing at pickling so much. If it wouldn't be too much of a bother, do you think maybe I could help out? Are you that worried about it? No, not exactly worried. It's just, I just wanted to stay with you a little while longer, were the words I couldn't yet say. Well then, I'll keep the door unlocked. Huh? You're going to help me, aren't you? I'll be getting ready and waiting for you. Soichiro's happy smile caused a similar one to cross my own face. Okay, I'll come as soon as I put these away. I then hurried back home, overjoyed at the feeling of being needed. I didn't take all that long, but it's already pitch black outside. I headed for the bar. With my coking apron! The apron you use for coke! I think that's best left alone too. Cookbooks and my mom's secret recipes. What should I make? What would Soichiro like? All the way to Odia, I was lost in thought. If some fucking creepy guys turn up, oh, they didn't. That's good. I pushed the door open, and the chimes jingled gently. Hello? The lights were on, but there was no sign of Soichiro. That's weird. I wonder where he went. I looked around, but no one was there. At that moment! I told you I'm not okay with this. Whether you decide to be okay with it or not, I'm not going to keep discussing. Are you really serious? You're putting me in a tight spot here. Just when I finally got the award I've been after, I've got so much ahead of me. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying this to you now. I guess that's supposed to be why? Continue we shall. Soichiro! The two men's argument echoed across the bar. I peeked over in the direction of the voices. Oh. Shiori, I didn't notice you there. Sad music. I apologize for you having to see that. Oh, it's okay. Kichiro, I think it's time for you to leave. I have a previous engagement, plus I have to get ready to open the bar. We'll finish talking about everything later. Fine, I'll be back later. With that, Kichiro pulled his hat down over his eyes and left the bar. Are you sure I'm not disturbing you? Absolutely not. It was a relief when you showed up. I guess that sounds like I'm trying to run away from things, but... Huh? Nothing. Please don't worry about it. You told me once before you had argued with your brother. Have you guys not made up yet? Well, you know, at this age, fights tend to be quite bothersome. No, I can't blame it on my age. We never used to fight at all. I think we may both be confused about what to do. Soichiro! I'm sorry, but I have a lot to think about. Could we talk about the menu another time? I wouldn't mind that at all, but please don't look so worried for me. Everything is fine, honestly. It's just a silly fight between brothers. It almost sounded more like he was trying to convince himself than me. Oh shit! Which one of these very similar but probably important in regarding to likability score options should I pick? I'm gonna ask if he's okay. Are you sure you're okay? You don't need to worry about me at all, but thank you. I know I probably can't do anything to help, but at least I'm always here if you wanted to talk. Just knowing that I have someone like you who would say that is a tremendous help. We're only fighting to get back to the way things are supposed to be. Please don't worry. Soichiro didn't tell me a thing. This issue was probably none of my business, but still. I'm going to talk to Kichiro. We are? Shiori. Pretending not to hear Soichiro's protests, I chased after Kichiro. Oh, that's the end of that chapter. Right. I shall save the game. And because of what happened in the last couple of chapters, I will double check everything's okay. And then we will continue with chapter 7. Which, there are 8 chapters, and then 2 different endings, so I guess we'll have to see what happens. Thanks for sticking around.